Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today reviewing a Canadian beer for the first time in forever. Now I've reviewed some Ciel and Unibrew beer, but it's not too long ago I reviewed the Unibrew Fringante. But it's rare that I review Canadian beer because we don't really get any in Denmark. So simple as that. So this one should be interesting. This is from a brewery called Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery. They say that normal is weird. And this is their Acadian Groove Canadian Maple Porter from their limitless edition of beers on 10%. So this is a Imperial Porter brewed with actual real Canadian maple syrup. I have some in my cupboard. It's awesome. I have to give a shout out to KBD Productions TV as well, because he's a food reviewer. He's from Canada. He actually did a video where he extracted his own maple syrup. And just shout out to KBD Productions TV. If you guys like food reviews, check him out. So this is something I never really expected. I mean, the room right now just smells like maple syrup, which is crazy. They call this beer sugar season, and I think it's a spring seasonal. It says it's something to spring on here, and it's from Ontario, but an Imperial maple syrup porter. When we poured this bad boy, let me tell you guys, it did not look like a porter. It probably looks black on the camera, but there is, I guess, a ton of maple syrup in this, because that is not a porter color. That is ruby red. Ruby red looking, this porter here. But yeah, it should be interesting. My first beer from Flying Monkey, Martin, who is sharing this, he had their triple chocolate something Imperial Stout. He said it was amazing, and a chocolate bomb. I think this might be the same, just with maple syrup. 1 finger-ish of a tan head. Let's check out the aroma on the Acadian Groove. Diabetes. What? This smells like maple glazed donuts. Here we got some, like what we can get in Denmark, very best foods, 100% Canadian maple syrup. If I smell this and smell the beer, will there be a difference? That is so weird. It smells just like this jar of maple syrup. What? No, it's got some more complex nuances to it though. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate cocoa, cakey aroma. It really smells like a maple glazed donut. Wow, this smells so good. I love sweet fudgy beers. I don't know if this will be too much for me, but let's give it a taste. Cheers, and thanks a ton to Martin for sharing this. That is like diabetes, or diabetes in a glass. That is like drinking carbonated maple syrup. This doesn't taste like a porter at all. This tastes like a maple candied donut or just carbonated maple syrup. There's some coconut, chocolatey things going on. Sweet, sticky maple syrup. Tons of maple. Caramel, brown sugar, a little bit of a toasty, roasty note, but this is, I don't know if I'd call it a gimmicky beer because it pretty much tastes just like maple syrup in beer form, but I really do enjoy it though. But I think it's a good idea to share a beer like this. We're 3 people splitting this bottle. You should be some people splitting it, because if you drank this on your own, you'd be on the floor and it'd be way too much like sweet maple flavor. But I want to pour this beer over pancakes. This is great. So, 10%. Pretty much straight maple syrup in their Imperial Porter, which is crazy. They say coffee notes on here. Nah, I get the vanilla. I get the chocolate. Not much warmth, maybe a little, but damn. If you like maple syrup, you just need to try this. I love maple syrup, so I dig it. But I'm not going to go like crazy high because it's basically just carbonated maple syrup. But I'm still going to go a 92 on it. It's still a really nice beer, but I don't know if I'd call it a one-trick pony, maybe. But it is, I mean, if you want to try maple flavor, no. If you want to try carbonated maple syrup, try this. You know what? This beer would actually be really good for blending. If you had a great Imperial Stout, pour in a little bit of this, that'd be sick. So, wow, this is crazy. This makes me want to try more Flying Monkey, for sure. So guys, if you had a chance to try the Flying Monkey's Acadian Groove Canadian Maple Porter, definitely let me know what you think of it. I'm sure, as I said earlier, this is not for everyone because it's so sweet and maple forward, but I kind of dig it. So, good stuff. Thanks a ton to Martin for sharing this one. And as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And I want to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.